Okay, so we're trying to upload the video for about 5 minutes now, maybe. Um, with Xfinity and all that. Well, it ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. It's kind of locked or something. So again, doing impersonations here, and doing Melissa from Big Bang Theory. Oh, what you doing, Harry? Anyway, so I'm trying to upload it, and it seems like someone still don't get critique, education, and fair use. How that works, even with musical stuff, right? How do you think you play Beethoven? Is that not copyrighted? But why can you play Beethoven? Is it in public domain? Or has someone recopyrighted it? Right. Well, in order to do that, you got to be related to who? Beethoven. Beethoven. Right. So, if it's in public domain, anyone can play it. You can't put it in a song and copyright it and that, like, then only you can use it. Because it's already in public domain, right? You can kind of use it, like, with Ariana and, you know, favorite things, right? When she uses the melody for it in her song. Da, 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 da. That's Julie, though. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings. That's the original. From what? No. Right. You're so confused, aren't you? Right. Because there's two sets of laws in the book. One gives you freedom, but one still gives the government the power. They can even go back to a monarchy. Right? You do understand the 11th Amendment negates all 10 freedoms. And yeah, it does. It does. Just as copyright infringement is the way to own words, right? You put in the book, which are the same words you're supposed to have the freedom to say. Contradictions. That's man's game. No. He contradicts himself. He's good and evil. Do you not think, okay, the sin in Eden was about three beings knowing good and evil with each other? Right? Not one, not two, three. And one's the tree of life. He ain't doing that shit with them. But even though he's not, he's also not judging them and trying to what? Them to either not do it or if they do it, to repent of it. Right. There you go. There you go. That's not indifference. That's just there's nothing he can do about it if they all three choose the menage a trois. With one that's both, I know, and the two that are divided. And still in the male and female form. Right. Right. Now, what I'm doing is using my androgyny, right? And this is real androgyny, like David Bowie, or men having anal sex. That, like, you know what it's like for a woman. You don't. You're not a woman. You're not a woman. Even a hermaphrodite ain't truly male and female. They're still a different creature, right? Only if you're all three. Do you know what it's like to be all three? Only one being morphed into three people. Or metamorphed. Ain't you. It ain't you. It ain't me. It ain't me. Now, God might can give me similar powers to him. For what purpose? To protect me from evil men, right? So if the evil men are coming after me, God's got to protect me from them, right? Even that's why I say he can be like the Wolverine if you try to knock me out and I have sex with your girlfriend, right? Because you're treating her like shit. She wouldn't be interested in me if you were treating her right. But like I said, I'm trying to cover her in and you. So like I said, say me and the fine looking girl I saw walking down my road the other day. Say we had sex, but I walked back to where I was at, right? Yeah, I don't remember the sex. Why would that happen, right? The boyfriend or whatever, right, interfered, right? To where I don't know we went into the house and had sex. We could have even done it in the car, and I don't remember, right? You know what I mean? We did it somewhere, maybe. I don't know. For me, it's a suggestion if you have amnesia, right? Only the girl, though, he can't really kill her and her hair like the Wolverine, necessarily, right? All I know is I saw a fine looking girl when I was walking down the street, right? All I remember, and then I continued walking until I went home, right? In my mind, in your mind. Now, if in the girl's mind we had sex, right? And she got my attention, and I went over there and I had sex with her. As I was walking down the road and observing her, something broke the chain of memory, right? Between that period, right? Now, don't mean we didn't have sex. At least in her mind. At least in her mind. But that also means the person causing me the amnesia, whether it was her current boyfriend, her husband, or someone on my side, an ex-girlfriend or whatever, right? They're interfering with it, but I'm letting them off the hook for the interference, right? That's what I mean about forgiveness. See, I'm forgiving the murder they're wanting to do to me, right? Over the sex I did with the girl. One is not as bad as the other either. You see what I mean? See, Jesus knows there's a category of sins, right? Too. Satan sees that all the sin to condemn you for everything you do, right? Even cursing is a sin to Satan, right? Even saying a word he don't like you saying is a sin to Satan, like shit, sucker, damn. As an example of the words he don't like you using. Or even goddamn, right? Well, if God is having to condemn the works of Satan over the works of the tree of life, right? He's damning himself, right? But God too has to damn him, or not let him do it once he completes a certain act, right? And then he's got to let him say he commits suicide, die, and again, right? He does, and it's still not uploading. You see, now the whole screen's frozen, right? And I can't even move the cursor, right? Like I said, this is cause they're interfering, right? And I can't do nothing about it, right? It's not me, it's them, right? But see, the phone, right, it might take a couple hours even to upload that, right? But it's not supposed to, right? I just got my Xfinity order in. This is a show dominance of evil men over a good man, who's trying to teach them the problem is you, right? Not me. I know. If you would treat your women right, I would have my wife and you could have yours wife, right? But say you do want another woman, you're going to make the woman you're with not want you, right? And then she's going to want another man herself. What's wrong with that? No, you want to control her and your new girlfriend. Right? You want them both, right? I'm just trying to find what? Hey, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. Now, if the girls in the Japanese restaurant are somehow having sex with me, again, I don't recall the sex with them, though I want them, right? But I'm also trying to behave. So, I'm behaving because I know it's like the shit. If they what? Consent. Consent. So, I'm wanting them to say what? Yes, yes. Let's go to the bathroom and let's have sex. Now, if they're doing that, right, and I don't remember it. Why? Amnesia again, right? Right? So if I'm projecting onto them, right? What am I saying? I want to have sex with you. Say yes. I'll say yes. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yes, 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 yes. I want to have sex. Right? Now I have to kind of think androgynously too. Like I'm her and she's me. Right? Right? And she's got to be thinking like a woman, though, right? To. But am I trying to put my thoughts in her head? Yes and no. I'm looking for a girlfriend. Okay, I want to have sex with her, but also try to behave. Exactly. I'm projecting my desires of trying to behave as a man, right? I'm doing both at the same time. I'll be thinking I want to have sex with you, right? Which is neutral, and only you, and only you. And even though I find the other girl attractive too, I want her more. I want her more. And I would say to the other girl, I wouldn't mind being with you either. Right? If she's thinking that, right, she can be with me too. Right? And I'm thinking that I'm a little bit more attractive to her, but maybe I understand that why he is, right? He's something he more dreamed of than me, right? Right? But he doesn't think I'm not in the category he's interested in either. Right? But again, I don't remember having sex with either girl. Though I tipped them both over the amount of 20%, right? Around $4 to $5. And yet they're both, with me, but I don't remember the sex. But I'm interested in them both by that time, right? But I'm trying to behave, I know. But, I know of a menage a trois. Do they know of a menage a trois? Yeah. If they know of a menage a trois, I'm French, right? They might say, well, we can share it. We can share it. And just not let them know, right? But they know that they know, or I wouldn't have the amnesia right, of what I'm doing with them, right? For example. Same with, again, Wah from the downtown Chinese restaurant I used to go to, right? Okay, Wah comes up to me and tells me she's a virgin. I'm into all that. And then they have her bring a boy in and say he's her son. And I still want Wah. That don't matter to me. They even bring in another waitress and other people, right? And like I said, you're bringing me my type. Don't bring someone their type or they might all want to fight. Right? Because he wants to be with it. He wants to be with them. And then you're trying to control his relationships and who he dates, right? When to him, Wah can date him, marry him, right? He wants to marry Wah, not fuck Wah. Wah would have been his wife, right? And after a while, though, he can't keep up the relationship, right? Because Wah can't be with him. The owner is treating her like a debt slave. Like he owes her something, right? Or she owes him something, right? And has to do it with him, right? Until he says it's over, right? Well, that's treating her like a debt slave. He's being, again, a slave owner to her. Same with the girl from the salon, right? The problem child there is the adult male. That's why I asked her, is its name Tien? Her God's name. That's when whatever happened with the rest of the time, right, happened, right? But him and her knows what happened. I have amnesia. Who calls me the amnesia, though? Him or her? Him. He's treating her like a debt slave. He's treating her like she's supposed to fuck him, not me. Which means what? He's threatening her. He's threatening her. He's acting like it's a crime for me and her to be together. Not her and him. Not her and him. She's his property. That's treating her like a debt slave. That's why he acted like I was committing a crime and even going to the bathroom the last time I was around her, right? But did she again come into the bathroom with me? We fucked real quick because I had to do a quickie because I'm going to the movies, right? And then she again left, and then again went outside or something upstairs. And then I left the soup and came back for the soup, and I saw her again. But that time I'm getting the soup, right? So I go in and out. And leave, and we can go back to the movie. Then the police show up. Right? He calls the police on me because he got cameras in the store. Right? So I can't even go into the store because he called that all a criminal act to the police. They think I did something in the store illegally, but they don't. He can't tell them what. Either. It's called a catch-22. She done committed to me for over an hour in addition to the nail job, right? You know what I mean, right? But I don't remember what happened. Who would interfere there? Her or him? Him. Because he's what? Treating her like a debt slave. And she owed him what she gave to me, which is the sex in the bathroom, right? So she's doing it with me. Why is she doing it with me? Because he's threatening her somehow. With rape. And treating her like a debt slave, he knows something I don't about her. And he's using that to lord over her and threaten her with something. To where when I showed up, she slept with me instead. She fucked me in the bathroom. She had to get away from him. And that was the only place we could do it. Right? You see what I mean? It's also the only place we could have, no cameras or no interference, right? But I don't even remember asking her that. Why? There's parts God's letting me remember for a reason, and parts He's letting him black out. Why? Because He knows, right? I'm just going in there for a normal nail job. And I get to remember that part. Even if He tries to affect my memory with the girl. Right. Which she, like Michelle from the Chinatown Buffet, is someone I would be interested in. Right. So again, right. But Michelle done got what she wanted, the other Michelle. Right. She done had my baby. By now. Right. But she knows why. Her mom and her dad aren't acting right with me and her being in a relationship. So she would have to take the cab to me to be with me because I don't know where she lives, right? Like I said, she done got pregnant by me. They're trying to keep us apart. You understand? Right. They're also telling her she's my daughter. She's not my daughter. That's stupid. What? And your mom fucked me before I even met her? Or you even moved to Georgia? No. She either uses a sperm donor. No. She's not, right? But Michelle wanted me as I wanted her, right? You understand? By that time, she's an adult. She's fine. And we want the fuck. I want her and she wants me. And I feel the attraction. Like with Kelly, I feel an attraction to Kelly. When I'm around her. I'm trying to behave. I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to fuck you. I can go back and forth, right? I don't know if I can. I just fuck you. I want to fuck you. I don't know what to do. Right? When I'm around her, right? Right? She's my type too. She's your type too. Same with Lenora. Even with Kat. I'm trying to behave. I know. I could go for you, baby. That's what I'm thinking in my head, right? But I need to behave. I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get us both in trouble. Right. Well, sometimes I don't care. I just want to fuck the shit out of you. It's both of us. See, if you're on the same page with someone, right? and you're feeling the same attraction, right? The attraction is there. Right, right. And yet, if you are with her, and she remembers it and you don't, you're telling her why. Someone's interfering with my memory of you. Not me. Your memory of me, or them, your memory of me either. What they're trying to do is drive me and you apart. And the thing is, though, I can only be with you like any other man, right? Sexually or not, right? But it's still frozen. Why do you think that is, right? Interference, right? This is the computer should be working what normally. See, the phone's working normally because it's harder to hack a phone, right? Right, but not the computer.